else gets to hear. Sorry. Ooh, it says live on the Twitch thing. Live. Live, damn you, live.
Choose live.
You've never given up on anything in your life. Fight, damn it, live, damn it, live.
It's a good movie.
Oh,
Not
wow,
even
yeah.
sure which one you were
James
referencing.
Cameron movie that I like.
Which one?
The Abyss.
The Abyss.
Oh gosh, I haven't seen
That
that
quote
in forever.
is, sir, you've never given up on anything in your life. Fight, damn it, live, is Ed Harris desperately trying to bring back to life.
Yeah, I was really surprised. Milk Money took such a weird turn.
And she drowned in the milk, and
You know, you could have drowned in her milk.
Hello.
How you doing?
I can't believe. Oh, whoops. I put out the wrong thing. Yeah, well, it's fine.
Yeah, we didn't put that on the Patreon. I saved that for the regular nonsense. Oh, boy, Patreon, you still get to hear this part, so yeah. Yeah, because I bring it up to the intro, then I play the outro after, you know, after the stinger plays where we start talking. So then it turns off and it's just, so it starts with Patreon, then everybody then Patreon.
Yeah,
You get that full experience.
I like it. Full immersive.
That's all anybody's talking about. It's so crazy. I'm sorry, but strawberries and cream Dr. Pepper is just absolutely delicious.
Imagine so.
ew.
Especially
Did you say ew?
I did say
Yeah.
ew. I don't like
it.
Dr. Pepper.
But that's just it. It doesn't taste like Dr. Pepper.
It tastes like Dr. Pepper mixed with medicine.
No, it doesn't. Not at all. See, you'll have to forgive my elitist, growing up much better lifestyle wife than I did.
Why would we
Because
start
to
now?
her- Because to her, the strawberry syrup that's in like all the cheap ass stuff that we drank as kids is just, oh, sorry,
Or
my
whatever.
palate just can't handle that. I need fresh strawberries or nothing.
Not true. I had plenty of artificial flavoring in my lifetime.
No, but in
Is that what
Terry's
you call it?
defense, a lot of that stuff does taste like, if it's too much, and it depends on the brand. I think that's one of the reasons why Faygo is so popular in certain areas, because it tastes like Robitussin.
God damn it. We need a poll. A poll question right now for the audience. Have you
Okay.
tried strawberry Dr. Pepper? Boom.
Hey, give me a
Strawberries,
second
cream
here.
Dr. Pepper. So-
You remember
Because
how
it
to start
tastes
one
like,
of those?
sure, it's fake, but
Oh.
it tastes like strawberry. It becomes cream, and then maybe there's the slightest hint, a soupçon,
there's
if you will, of Dr. Pepper.
23 herbs and spices.
23.
That was just 14 more. I had a line for that.
Wait, do they not do that anymore?
Oh, there it is.
Oh, what? There used to be polls. The hell
What?
do they do a poll?
They took the polls away?
I don't know. They might have.
No more pole dancing.
I can't
We
figure
could
out.
fall off the edges.
Twitch poll.
Look, if we were doing pole dancing, I have an amazing fireman spin.
That's true. I've seen it.
It's been a few years since you've attempted it. Let's be honest.
I can, girl, woman. I'll work that in a second.
Okay.
How much experience?
There's a will, there's a way.
How much experience did I have before I did it? Thank you.
At least a class.
Well, it was at the end of the class, so
Oh, so a whole class worth.
they never taught us the fireman spin in the process of the class until it was time to do it. Like, so here's how you do it, and I went and I effing did it.
In fairness, you'd seen a lot of strippers by that point.
In fairness, that's true. You know, that's true, which goes to show you that I'm paying attention to the performance and the form of the artwork itself.
And butts.
Oh, dude, butts.
Okay, I guess we don't have polls. I guess we're not
Crazy.
far enough
Or
along to do
butts.
it. No, we got butts. There's no doubt that we all got
Yeah.
butts.
Definitely have butts.
All right, so everyone just weigh in your thoughts on strawberries and cream Dr. Pepper. It's effing delicious, and I can't wait to hear you say you agree with me. And for the record, Carol, the instructor said I had the best fireman spin in class.
Of a bunch of first timers. Cool.
Yeah, it was an introductory class. Yeah, it was.
Isn't it a it was some of my friends, and it was like equal opportunity. You can come, but
I
you
got
did rock
invited-
it.
I got invited to the girls' day out because I was so charming when we all met at a different gathering.
Oh yeah,
However,
chocolate.
however,
Bring some of that energy. Hmm.
Terry being incredibly quick on her feet, the lady at the dance instructing place says, "Well, the class really is just for the ladies." To which she goes, "Oh, well, he's just one of the girls." So I instantaneously became Jack Tripper. And in fairness to me, and what really pulled it off, I brought my own pair of high heels. So thank you.
There you go.
We do technically wear the same size shoe.
I was about to ask.
So yes, in the acclaimed video that apparently Carol has never seen, they taught us a few. They taught us a few moves, and then at the end of class, we did like a little minute, maybe minute and a half, little quick routine of leaning against the pole, down on the ground, a little move, stand up, fireman spin, and I'm wearing gold high heels as I do it.
You should see the video. It is really impressive,
See, now I'm like,
especially
where even
since
is it?
especially
it's in the
since I do a
FTP.
Werner
It's in the
Herzog
FTP.
style voice.
And now he goes for the spin.
Just as the human spirit spins into darkness.
He turns and turns as the hope of mankind does.
And then he merely exclaims as he hits the final move, "Bring me the baby."
Wow.
Oh, I just found it.
This is Werner Herzog, and this has been my pole dance.
You want to share it for everybody?
Yeah, drop it in chat, sure.
Let me just play it right here. Oh, but it does have music. Never mind. It has music.
Yeah, we don't own the rights.
Grr animals.
Gotta upload it somewhere. I'll put it in the Google. I'll put it. Well, I mean, it is in the FTP, but yeah. But yeah, I found it.
I think we've actually put it in the feed, the podcast feed at one
I
point. in
think
time.
we have. I definitely believe we did
Pole dance.
at some point in time.
Nope. Or the YouTube or something. I don't know.
In that class, I learned what
Probably
framing the Valentine is.
What now?
Framing the Valentine.
Oh, I can guess what that is.
Yes, and you'd be absolutely right. Because as she said, if you need something a little more feminine, then she looked at me and I went, "Oh, honey, it's okay at that point. They don't care if it's feminine or not."
Oh, whoops! That's right. I did a search for Billy Flynn pole dance, and I forgot that there is a less famous Billy Flynn.
Wait a minute.
Did he
You did not find a video of him pole dancing.
I don't. No, I don't think so. Ladies and gentlemen, Billy Flynn Broadway dance and just some others. Ballroom dancing looks like. I spoke with Billy Flynn, an experimental test pilot with over 40 something. Billy Flynn prison. Learning so much about you, Billy.
I mean,
Wow.
You like fishing?
Did you
Disney
kill a man
pole
just to
dancers
watch
are
him
my
die?
favorite.
I killed a man just for snoring too loud.
Anyway.
That some bitch. That some bitch.
Bubble butt boyfriend Billy. Okay, now I'm just distracted. Okay.
I think you went back into your other searches, sir. Sir.
Well, that's enough. That's enough internet for today. What was it that JP Mendel posted when he was apparently looking for dolphins and women sex? For those of you who don't know, JP Mendel is how Donald Trump introduced JD Vance once.
I'm waiting for him to call him JD Wentworth.
877 cash now.
877 couch now.
It's your couch. Why not use it? Okay. Oh, I should have been thinking of an intro, I guess. I'd ask if anyone has one, but then everybody would know what it is. So, I don't know. You ready?
Yeah.
I'll just open the brain and we'll see what happens. The dog days of summer can go to hell. It's GRD SWeekly. I'm just saying,
Yes.
you know? The only dog days of summer I want are Chili Willies. Anybody remember those?
Yes.
Fast Fair's Slurpee.
Mm-hmm.
Fast Fair, crazy. Hey, everybody, welcome to GRD SWeekly episode number
318
Nicely done.
I like that. People have been working
on it.
Folks, bringing it to you today, the lady who knows what she likes, that there's the Flinsters.
Sorry. It's just you get so swarthy when you take control. Like a trucker with an ascot.
The woman who might just need a moment, that there, oh, hey, this week it is. It's Carol the Cat.
Just give me a little minute to get my breath back, everyone. I'm ready for people.
The man that cannot let go of the past. It's podcast Adrian Siegfried.
I was the original club kid.
And I'm the guy who knows what he needs to be. I'm the wonderful Billy Flynn.
I've always wanted to be Captain USA.
How could you not? What happened this fine week? Yeah?
Kimbo.
Glory days.
Speaking of the US of A, I've been watching the Olympics pretty much nonstop. I've always been like an Olympics super fan. I just really enjoy it. I love the obscure sports. I like the stories of athletes triumphing over adversity. It's really funny because we were also recently watching an episode of The Boys, and this was like over the top American, like everything that's wrong, basically America, right? Everything that's wrong with this country. And they were chanting and shouting and America, yeah, America, USA. And I was like, okay, I'm not that kind of patriotic, but I'm like this kind of patriotic. I'm Simone Biles. You know, the random, the rugby team, the US women's rugby team, water polo, like all these sports. I'm having the best time. Second only to as if I had been able to actually get over to France. So,
Well, and the love of all of the people, like especially that one dude who like naps when he's not in, and then when he's called up to do the one thing that he does, he just jumps up to it, and then he
the pommel horse.
Oh yeah,
Like
the pommel horse.
Clark-
Yeah, and he
Clark Kent.
crushed it, and
Off
and like the love his teammates were showing for him, like they were trying to like enter him both physically and emotionally after he did his thing. They were hugging so tight, and I'm like, hell yeah, people, yes, share the love. Love
Well,
it.
no, the cool thing is, there's our lovely little daughter. She, you know, the rugby match is, oh, I want to watch rugby. Okay, cool. And so she, you know, in USA, boom, and we get bronze. And it's the first time the women's rugby team has ever gotten an Olympic medal.
Hey.
So little girl's flipping out on the floor. I'm like, hey, stop for a moment. It's like, what? I was like, look at the TV. She's like, what? I was like, I want you to pay attention. This is history. I was like, this is the first time they've ever won a medal. And you saw it happen. And she was like, oh, so there you go.
Yeah, and then now she wants to play. So there is a team in our town for kids. They do it as tag, not as tackle. Because I said to her, I was like, you know that they're like yanking each other to the ground, and like kids are getting, like people are getting hurt, and this kind of stuff. She goes, yeah, it looks like fun, Mom. I was like, okay,
You
maybe
used to
are
do
my daughter
derby.
after all.
Yeah, you used to do derby, Terry.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, she's gotten some skates on lately too, so we'll see. Of course, travel soccer is about to ramp back up like next week, 3 nights a week of practice and games. And yeah, so just if religion is your thing, pray for me because we're back to the grind. But speaking of, she does martial arts, so we treated her to the spectacle that is Karate Kid 2, the one where they go to Okinawa, and I have to say, my love for that movie is not overrated because it holds up pretty damn well, all things considered.
It's a good movie, and it's really cool because it really is Miyagi's movie. You know, we get to be Daniel and we're experiencing it as the outsider, but they gave Miyagi his own movie that Daniel got to fit into, and it's just fantastic.
And my favorite line from that.
Message.
Oh, and my favorite line from that is, "Hey, Mr. Miyagi, do you think you could do that to a tree?" "Don't know. Never been attacked by a tree before." Love it.
That's the greatest moment.
Right? But that whole
joke he did, she was just all about it.
Right. And that whole concept of just don't be a dick, right? And this whole like, is your honor worth dying for? And what does it mean to be courageous and a hero? And that was just, it was, and then just the being transported to a different almost time, you know what I mean, like a land out of time, and the army base is right there and everything, and it was just kind of like, whew, that movie holds up pretty well and was pretty interesting. Of course, Karate Kid 3 will have to be next, and I'm not particularly looking forward to that. But it is what it is, you know. We'll finish that out.
That's one of the reasons why I love that Chosen is in Karate Kid. Or in Cobra Kai, excuse me. In Cobra Kai. Yes. Love that he's in there.
Right? They got everybody. Kimiko is in there. It was so funny because so Daniel and Kimiko are like flirting, and Melody gets all like, wait, what happened to Allie? And I was like, you missed it. There's like one line at the beginning where they say that she like broke up with him and tossed him over from some football player from UCLA. But if you weren't paying attention, there's like that one line at the beginning. She was like incest on Allie's behalf. She was like, excuse me. So she was like, doesn't he have a girlfriend? I was like,
Nope.
Nope.
It was not.
You know, I certainly wasn't going to get into the whole zip code rule. Anyway, but yeah, let's see, what else did we do? We started watching The Bear. We have 2 episodes left of this new season, and it's like we could have watched it today, but I'm kind of like have to be in the right headspace because it's been very emotional. The one we just watched was the one with Natalie and her mom. That's all I have to say, because you know, whatever. But like, that was an emotional episode, so emotional. And so it's like, I know the last 2 episodes are going to be like, that's one of the things that makes the show great, is it has humor and fun and loudness, but it's also family and mental health and like being a better person. And it's just craziness. So, but yeah, so as soon as I'm in the right headspace, basically with a box of tissues and ready to cry, then I can watch the last 2 episodes of The Bear. But it's funny, we've also been sort of using The Bear as a palate cleanser because we started watching The Boys. And The Boys sometimes it can be a little much for me with the gore and the depravity and the like, everything about that. It's almost like that's one of those shows I can only watch so many episodes in a row. I feel like if I ever like fully binged an entire season of The Boys, I would be a worse person for the experience. So I have to spread it out.
Which is a shame, because that means we didn't get the palate cleanser of The Bear today after experiencing the chain that was in this particular episode of The Boys.
Oh, dear.
This is your palate cleanser.
Someone needed their palate cleansed, all right.
This episode was foul. And yeah. And they all are to a certain extent, and you kind of get used to it and desensitized to it. But sometimes you just got to look away. Sometimes I'm like, tell me when this part is over, because I just cannot watch. But yeah, The Boys. So we are, 4 episodes in? 5 maybe of this new season? I think it was 4 that we watched today. It's hard because the Olympics, right? So for the the 13 days that they're on TV, it was pretty much nonstop on in the background of everything.
So next show, hey, we watch the Olympics.
We've fit some other stuff in. Let's see. House of the Dragon, we're behind, but we have seen some of those episodes, so we're behind by like 1 episode on that. So I don't know, I'll let somebody else talk about that if they feel like talking about it, but we're need to get caught up. But like I said, Olympics. And we had kind of a games weekend with some friends, which was really nice, where like we had my mom watch our kid, and then actually like went to a lake house for a weekend, and we played games, and just kind of like, we did also like go out on the boat and go to the like little beach and stuff that was there. But we played Telestrations. Have you heard of this game?
Oh yeah.
Heard of.
God, that is.
So we played
I've been in some insane
Telestrations after
games.
dark. It was like the grown-up version of Telestrations. So I mean, like some of the like you're trying to guess from the picture. So it's pretty.
No. Hold on.
What?
You get a little pad. You start and you get a card, and there's a secret word. So you look at the secret word, and then you draw a picture of that secret word. Then you flip it over, give it to the next person. They look at your picture, and they try to guess what the secret word was. And the next person draws a picture based on what that person thinks the secret word is. So it's
like a combination of like telephone and Pictionary.
No. Hold on. The first thing you do is you open the box
Nope.
And
We got it all loose, ready to
You do
go.
open the box. You do open the box. But I started with a pile of poop or fecal matter, I think was my secret word.
Mhm.
And it ended up with Tina Turner.
With Tina Turner. Maybe with Tina Turner.
so it's win, lose, or draw telephone style. Okay.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. And
But I had
so
a
then we
wonderful-
would go around the circle afterwards and be like, okay, here's where I started and here's where I got through. And we were just
They
cracking.
thought it
up,
was this
dying
word,
laughing.
and so they drew this, and then that poop became Tina Turner. It was great.
Right. And then people are trying to explain their drawings like, no, it was supposed to be this, a whirling dervish, one of them.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But there was a
anyway,
wonderful
it was very
moment
fun.
where I was given my pad to look at what it was, and I'm like, I don't think I can figure out. It's Mothman. And then when we were doing the reveal, the drawing, the word they got was Mothman. So they drew Mothman, and I got it right. I was like, yes!
Yay. And then I put angry butterfly.
It's got like the flappies, you know? Yeah.
That's
Right.
my
We
favorite
also played
Madame Butterfly
Zombie
death
Dice.
metal cover band.
That's right.
Right. Or maybe I was thinking of the Guar cover of I'm Just Kidding. You know, that's what's in my head. And we also played Zombie Dice, which I hadn't played in forever. But they had little 3D printed brains. So as you had brains for your score, you could like take the brains out and like use them as markers to keep track.
Nice.
And apparently you can 3D print different dice for the game too, or like order different dice so that there's like expansions for the game as well. So
Oh, cool.
that was pretty fun. Pretty fun. So I probably forgot like a million things, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say that's been my geeky week.
Oh, okay.
You're right.
Go.
Go next.
Yep. You always do.
Okay, so I don't think I mentioned last time that I went and saw a play 9 to 5, the
Oh, no, you
musical,
didn't.
which was really fun. Very
Okay.
fun.
Did you pour yourself a cup of ambition?
Yeah. Get on and stretch and try to come alive. But we went and saw another play this past couple weeks called Ripcord, which was also very fun. Not a musical, but yeah, trying to hit the theater and be very,
Oh, very nice, very nice.
high class and stuff.
You should go to the theater in your caftans.
We
And,
did
like,
actually for Ripcord because it takes place in a nursing home. We all wore caftans.
Love it.
So
Way to bury the lead, Carol Cat.
then I too have been watching the Olympics and laughing at the opening ceremony controversy.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, how do you see Jesus? When you watch that, how are you seeing Jesus? Okay.
Well, not only that. I
Jesus
mean, the Last Supper has been
everywhere.
mimicked. I don't know how many times in pop culture. So
The Muppets.
hello.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I just got done watching Battlestar Galactica that did it for their like
Right.
final season. So
The MASH
I
movie.
did finish. Yeah, MASH movie did it. So I haven't watched it. Did anyone watch the shooting competition with the Turkish guy?
Oh, I saw the
Yes,
pictures
I
of
have.
it.
The memes of him are
Awesome.
great. They've got him next to Jules and Vincent in Pulp Fiction.
Right, Pulp Fiction.
He's got his
I think
hand in
the
his
best-
pocket, just
Yeah. No special glasses, no special
Just
earphones
stone
or anything.
cold chilling.
I was going to
Picked
come
up
out
the gun and
shoot.
one silver, and somebody said, "Well,
And then
if
he
he
just
won
went out to
gold, his
eat. He
cover
was
would
like,
have
yeah,
been
just
blown."
another day.
Somebody
guys
asked,
want
"Did
to go
Turkey
show
send a
these now?"
hitman to win?"
No, they're
No.
done.
So yeah, he just John Wicked himself into a medal. But
Mhm.
yeah, so I've been sporadically watching the Olympics. I have been caught up on House of Dragon. The last episode of this season airs on Sunday. You see many dragons in this. You see far more dragons than Game of Thrones. So if you're a dragon lover, this show's for you. I'm
So-
actually enjoying the heck out of it.
So, do they
There's a
actually
lot
make
more-
a house out of the dragons, or
No, but the dragons burn a
Them
lot of
stand
houses.
together and like they,
Yeah.
provide the roof.
little
I don't know
king,
how
little
many-
king, let me in?
The dragon bay window is just tremendous.
Sorry, what?
Um,
The bay window is tremendous.
I don't know how many seasons they can make this last because the section of book that this
Yeah.
encompasses like 3 chapters.
Oh,
So-
well, what? You think they can't continue a show without words from George R.R. Martin?
I know.
Yes.
I hope they
Yes,
don't.
I do believe they can't.
Yeah. I hope they don't because this is quality television and I want it to end quality television.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
So-
was thinking.
Season 8 of Game of Thrones are looking at you.
Yeah.
I was thinking
Yeah.
5 of this is probably pushing it.
Pushing it is, yeah, 5 is pushing it. I was hoping 4.
4 is probably be great. 5, you're straight, but we'll see.
Yeah. So we'll
I'm
see.
sure they'll find someone.
I
to ruin it. Don't worry about it.
Don't think we're going to get another major death. We might, though. We might get one more major death this season.
I mean, it is Game of Thrones.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens with that Sunday. And then I've been watching a shit ton of movies. So let's run these down.
Yeah, you've been to the theater. You've been to both the theater and the theater.
So I went on a horror movie kick, and I watched Graduation Day, which is a 1981 trauma film. It is terrible.
Yeah, it is
absolutely terrible.
Why?
But it's really it was there, and I had never seen it, so I watched it, and I was like, "Wow, this is really dumb," but you can make fun of it, so that's fun. I watched Abigail, which was a fun time.
Yes.
I wish the marketing had not dissed this movie so badly, because it's actually a really fun movie, and I like these
reveal. That reveal is a very intense reveal that was completely effing spoiled. Yes.
Yeah. I like these directors. They also did Ready or Not, and that I love that movie. They like to blow people up. So,
who doesn't?
I watched a film called Lonely Place to Die, which is an Irish horror film about mountain climbers that find a kidnapped girl. You have to suspend your disbelief. These people fall down mountains and then get up and run, and it's like, okay, yeah, no, you're not doing that.
As you do.
Adrenaline's a hell of a drug.
Yeah, it's kind of tense. It's not that bad. And then I watched The Strangers Chapter 1, and I want to slap Rennie Harlan really, really hard, because all he did is remake the first film, and I don't understand why this exists.
Wait, Cutthroat Island, Rennie Harlan?
Yeah, Rennie Harlan.
Long Kiss Goodnight, Rennie Harlan, Ace, Ford Fairlane, Ace, Rennie Harlan. Yeah,
he directed this, and it's just The Strangers all over again. So I don't even know why it exists.
Concerned about it, because I was like, well, wait, didn't we see chapter?
Yeah. We saw chapter 1. It had Liv Tyler in
chapter 1, yeah.
But yeah, young couple in secluded cabin. Girl knocks on door in the middle of the night, asks for Tamara. Cat meows into his microphone.
Ain't no Sheila here, man.
Yeah, it's the same exact movie. Only the couple gets along. So I don't even know why this exists.
See, totally different.
Then I watched Deadpool and Wolverine. My review is up on the site.
So how
I
many
will say,
out of 10 or out of 5?
Out of 5, I'd say probably 4.
Okay.
I will say this is my least favorite of the 3 Deadpool movies.
Interesting. Okay.
But I love all 3, so it's a minor step down. Persephone, come on, honey, stop.
I'm looking forward to it. I got tickets for Friday. Oh.
Yeah, I'm not going to spoil anything.
I think we're going to be able to see it this Friday as well.
Yeah. Wait a second, Friday. That's tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Then I also watched Twisters. We went to the movies and saw Twisters, which is fine. I will have a full review of that up on the website tomorrow. It's fine. If you like Twister, you'll like Twisters.
Okay.
Do they at least have updated tech? They had like Storm Chaser 2024 tech?
Well, he's got the drill for his car that holds it.
Yeah, he's got the drill for his truck that holds it down, but they're renegade Twister hunters. So
there's the other hunters and there's us, man.
Yeah, we're the alternative ones.
We do it because
we didn't go to meteorology class. We just know by sense where things are.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's dumb fun, and the effects are really good. Then I watched 2 versions of The Lady Killers for refried scenes, which will go up this weekend as well.
So you saw the good one and you saw the one with Tom Hanks?
I'm not going to say anything. You have to listen to the show.
I'm not going to sell it here.
Keep the audience wanting more, Carol.
Yeah, I had never seen either of these films. I think I avoided the Coen Brothers one because I wanted to see the original first.
Interesting.
And then never saw the original. So now I have seen both. And then I watched Wicked Little Letters with Olivia Colman, which is kind of a fun movie based on a true story where this little town in England, all of the women started getting these vile, vile letters. It's rated R for language.
Yeah.
It's rated R for language. These letters are horrible, and it's kind of a mystery as to who writes them. I kind of
solve the mystery.
Yeah, I kind of guessed the mystery pretty quickly, but it's actually kind of fun, and it's kind of funny. and I enjoyed that. So
I like
that's been
when British people curse.
they curse a lot in this one.
Especially people like Olivia Colman. In fact, there's a channel, I think it's just called Letters, where they have famous people in front of crowds reading random letters that people have sent, sometimes from very famous people from 100 years ago, and sometimes they're just random ones. And in fact, Olivia Colman has done a bunch of them, and sometimes they give her like the foulest ones, which are great. But one of my favorite ones is Peter Dinklage. He reads a letter that a guy got saying that he had to there were complaints about a dam on his property that he did not make, the beavers did, and so it is full of first of all fantastic acting and delivery, but then also, and as read as is, a lot of damn puns, and it's great, and this guy's trying to sue the beavers apparently and all this stuff, and he's just responding like, well, it's not my damn problem, maybe you need to talk to the damn beavers. It's just
That's funny.
But they have a bunch of them, and like I said, just amazing actors doing amazing performances of these random letters that people are sent, and they do tap a lot of British actors as well, and it's delightful.
It does sound delightful.
But that's been my geeky week.
Yeah, this is a nice one. I'm still watching.
Did you do your bonnets cast?
Yeah.
We did do 2 woke bonnets. Where new episode drops tomorrow on charlottegeeks.com or 2wokebonnets.com. We're doing weekly. We have decided, because our episodes kind of ran longer than anticipated, we have a lot to say.
No.
We used to do 2 Little House episodes per podcast. We're going to knock that down to 1, because our episodes were running like 55 minutes, and we wanted to get that to like a 20 to 25 minute range.
Just increase the length of our show.
Yeah. So we're knocking it down to 1 episode per podcast, which means we can talk a little bit longer about how terrible Micro is.
And run in perpetuity.
Yeah, there we go.
It guarantees content for years to come.
For years to come. There we go.
What? Perpetuity.
So for me, I'm still watching the animated version of The Bear, show that you guys are talking about. Of course, we call it Bob's Burgers. Also been watching. I'm not as huge of an Olympics fan. I'm cheering for my country and stuff, but there's just so much, and I'm just like, I'll just check out the highlights, man. I just want to say that the opening ceremonies were gorgeous.
They were.
I loved the free runner, freedom fighter parkour dude running throughout the whole thing.
Assassin's Creed.
The very Assassin's Creed guy. Exactly.
I was like, what Assassin's Creed is this?
Yeah, I thought it was brilliant that they did the running of it along with the parade, and that they had pre-shot stuff and brought that in. That was incredibly smart. I think that perhaps having some of the world's finest athletes out in the rain for hours on end before they're about to compete and stuff like that, maybe not the best idea if anybody gets the sniffles. But it was really cool seeing all of the countries on, some of them grouped up on the same boats, everybody cheering, everybody celebrating.
I think the best ones were when there was like a limited number of athletes for a country and they didn't put them on. They gave them like a dinghy. A couple of them had these really random little small boats. And it was just kind of like, okay, well, they have their own party, they have their own fun, but it was just kind of like, damn.
Yes.
Expecting like a little canoe. It's like...
100%.
You got a paddleboard.
So
did you see the surfer picture, the Brazilian surfer, where they got the picture of him in midair?
No, not yet. And
I'm gonna have to send this to you.
Yeah, him levitating. It's
oh, that's fantastic. And one of the things that Peacock apparently is doing that is really brilliant is, they've got their Peacock app exclusive commentary by Keenan Thompson and Kevin Hart. And because it's an app exclusive, they're cursing and everything. It's much more conversational and whatnot. So they're able to be funny, and they're bringing on funny people that actually have sports bona fides, like the Sklar brothers, to go up and talk about what's going on. So it's I just love how they're doing that. But honestly, the opening ceremonies, my favorite part had to have been when they cut over to the Marie Antoinette thing, and all of a sudden it's metal Les Mis, and then the band Gojira is the one that's playing. I had to look that up later on,
Right.
and but it was just so like, hell yeah, the whole thing, and I absolutely loved it. Still playing Fallout 76, still enjoying that. The Red Dead RP is going delightful, and I'm hoping to be able to get to the point to stream that here very soon. Have been watching Cobra Kai, the new season. I'm loving where they're going with it. I like it. I know there's a couple things that I'm like, okay, I'm gonna hold judgment to wait and see how it comes together, because I got so much faith in those guys. And I think it's going to be really good. And I think it's going to come together really well. And
is this the last season, or they haven't said?
It's the last one, I believe.
There's only they've had everybody back already. There's only so much they could do.
They gotta have Hilary Swank.
Oh, but I tell you
could have
though,
Jaden Smith.
I tell you that rewatching the Karate Kid stuff after having just recently watched Cobra Kai, and because like when you're watching Cobra Kai, it's not really like that fresh in your mind unless you went back and rewatched all of the Karate Kid movies, which we didn't. So it's just kind of like, it's going to blow our kids' mind when we let her watch Cobra Kai when we're like 30 years later or 40 years later, right? Oh,
yeah. Daniel's kind of a jerk.
Well, it's the biggest thing about Cobra Kai was like, oh my God, how did you make me relate to Johnny Lawrence?
Right?
How did you do that? Oh my God.
And a lot of that, honestly, is William Zabka's acting. He does a great job. Holy cow.
So great.
And then, of course, Deadpool on Friday. So that's going to be the rest of my
arc.
Geekies week. I'm looking for, like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing how they do it. But I am more looking forward to seeing Deadpool, because I think it's going to be awesome. The only thing that I want to see, and nobody say if it happens or not, but the thing that I want to see, and I will stand up, clap, and cheer in the theater if it happens.
Yes.
David Hasselhoff as Nick Fury shows up. I want that so bad in this universe. I want it so bad that, and maybe even a Dolph Lundgren. I'd be fine with a Dolph Lundgren Punisher as well.
That would be something special right there.
But Nick Fury, Hasselhoff Nick Fury, that feels like it's going to be like, I would almost be disappointed if it wasn't in there, but I would also understand why it might have gotten cut. Because I almost 100% agree that had crossed their mind at some point in time.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Hell, even Leah Thompson, even if there's no Howard the Duck in there, just Leah Thompson showing up in the background would be nice. All right. That's been my Geekies week.
Wow. Okay. So I've gone through another issue of JLA Godzilla Kong. It's just big dumb monsters with superheroes. There's nothing to say about it. There's no point. It's just big dumb monster superhero action. However, I did read the wrap up issue 3 of Batman Dylan Dog, which oh my God. Look, nice. I'm sorry. That is a damn fine time. It really is. And if you don't know anything about Dylan Dog, you really should, because that's an underappreciated character, underappreciated film even. Dare I say it.
I love the movie. Hell, I've even seen Cemetery Man and enjoyed it. Mostly. Lots
the
of
first
boobs.
issue, I did not realize this was a thing. There's a new miniseries DC. It's Gotham by Gaslight, the Kryptonian Age. So we've gone back to the Batman from the late 1800s. And we're going to introduce the late 1800s Superman, apparently.
Interesting.
Okay. Did not see that. So we played D&D with my kid.
Yeah, I saved that for you.
Did you? So apparently you can get like a monthly subscription service of a D&D for kids thing, where they'll send you, characters and games and stuff to play.
Oh, that's awesome.
So you could still roll up a character, or you could just use a kind of pre-made character from the list. And they all start with level 2, so they have some skills.
Oh, smart.
But they do have an adventure, a free adventure for you if you want to try out the thing. So we did. So I got to take the kid on her first actual D&D adventure. So hey, look at here.
I played as
Aw.
Grumbles, the dwarven battle axe wielding barbarian or fighter. I always like to play the big tough dudes.
It's great because my daughter
Hit
being
first, ask questions later.
my daughter being my daughter picked the rogue. And I said, now how much you want to bet your mom's going to come out here and she's got like the fighter, the big badass guy. How much you want to bet mom does that? Mom comes out, hey, I'm a dwarven fighter. Hey, look at there.
Yep. There was another one that I was between that looked like somebody's interpretation of a Wookiee, and I thought about that one, but then I was like, no, Grumpy McGrumbles just called to me.
Oh, goodness gracious. So I did wrap up that Suicide Squad Asakia, the anime Suicide Squad. And once you know that's what it is, you'll have a much better time with it. If you don't know that going in, it's going to, because it's an anime, because obviously they end up on a different planet where there's magic and weird shit happening and blah, 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 blah.
Of course.
Whatever. Yeah, it's a thing.
Did anyone pick a bee?
It doesn't matter because today, and I guess it dropped today because I was looking at it yesterday and didn't see it, but apparently today, Batman Caped Crusader dropped.
Yeah, it did.
So I've seen the first 4 episodes of Batman Caped Crusader. Bruce Timm, look, if you like Batman the Animated Series, it looks like Batman the Animated Series. It's not a continuation because it's still early. Batman, people are, this is a new thing going on. They take some interesting choices because in our second episode, the villain is Basil Karlo, the original Golden Age Clayface from the 50s. Yeah. And I was like, okay. And then in episode 3, we're introduced to Catwoman. She puts on her outfit of the purple dress with a green cape. And I'm like, hold on a second. You guys are going, well, wait a minute. This is kind of weird. Diedrich Bader is the voice of Harvey Dent. Christina Ricci is the voice of Catwoman.
Nice.
And Devin Hamlish, I think, is this guy's name. I'm screwing his name up, but the guy who plays Batman.
Oh, yeah. He was on Mad Men, I think.
He does.
Hamish Linklater.
Thank you. He does a not impression, but oh my God, do I kind of still believe it's Kevin Conroy being Batman. He's got a very Kevin Conroy-esque delivery.
Yeah.
That suits just well, that does not sound like he's trying to do it. It's quite special.
I'm Batman.
So, spoiler, sorry you didn't get to see this. Now I get to spoil this for you. But episode 1, fans are fragile little bitches. Can we just say that right off the bat?
Yeah.
Oftentimes, yes.
Because there's people that have a problem with the fact that in this, James Gordon is black. Oh my God.
Bum.
Like he is in one of the
But
Not like he is in the Batman?
But
Exactly.
it completely changes his character because there's no relatability between white people and black people. Am I right?
But you want to know what really made people lose their minds?
What's that?
The first episode, our villain is the Penguin. The Penguin is voiced by Minnie Driver.
Oh.
Because Oswelda Cobblepot
Oh.
is the Penguin.
All right, I draw the line there.
Say what you would.
So woke.
But the Penguin is the Penguin, and Oswalda Cobblepot's Penguin is a goddamn cold, heartless, evil, effing, oh my God.
That's cool. Hell yeah.
It totally works for me. Totally works.
I wonder if they did that because the Penguin show is dropping on Max.
See, I was like, are we further playing with our multiverse? I have no idea, and it doesn't matter because it's still the character, even if it's not the exact iteration of the character you know. And if you have a problem with that, grow the hell up.
Yes.
Okay? Thank you. I probably forgot something too, and if so, we'll figure it out at a later date.
The wonderful Billy Flynn looks at what Chad and Abby are up to now.
If you know what TV show they're on this week, you could win yourself a prize. It's your Further Adventures of Chad and Abby update. Chad gets promoted after Stefan used mind control on Chad's boss. Kate recombines some DNA and unleashes a giant frog on the town. Chad, he's got to spend more time with his family, so he goes back to his former job. Then Stefan uses mind control to win Gabby the affections of a guy she sees at the mall. Malls. Abby gets a job at Chad's office, but her robot becomes a threat to her co-workers' jobs, and things get wacky when Sammy makes some anti-zit cream for Kate. Now, Chad's trying to make things right, but he's getting a bad shabbos from all this. Abby just wants her dream house to be okay, and Stefan just wants to take a vacation at the Furchester Hotel. Will the secrets get uncovered? Will everybody realize there are innocents in the brood, outsiders in the bloodline, non-natives in the line of descent? Hashtag Chabby. Forever.
The mail's in.
Weird things happen in that particular show is all I'm going to say. Hey, GRD. Thank you so much for the Sonic games. It's a cool mix of throwback and the love of throwback. And I just, wonder if Chad gets... Wait a minute. Oh, my gosh. That got messed up. The Chabby got inserted into the mail. I wonder, here we go, if nostalgia would rose color these games, but no, it does not, because the Sonic racing game is still terrible. He's Sonic, for the love of God. He runs faster than a stupid car. And I have no idea where Chabby are this time, but if I did win, is it possible for me to win again? I mean, when is the reset for when you win? That is from Tabitha, who won last month. And should we say very quickly, congratulations, Scott. You won this month, so congratulations for knowing things.
Yay. And it's cute that she thinks we keep track of it to that level.
Well, I mean, I don't know. And I will say this, of all the time we've been doing this, only one time. We picked Jared twice in 1 year, and the second time he's the one who reminded me and said, well, I already won this year. You should give it to somebody else. So we did. So I guess if we called your name again next month, unless you said give it to someone else, I guess we'll give you something else. Sure. Why not?
And that's why we call him J. Radimus Rex.
Speaking of that, greetings, GRD crew. Although I've never heard of Roscoe as a slang term, nor the show in general, I believe Chad and Abby are on gun shy. Cheers, that is from J. Radimus. Well, J. Radimus, yes. Last time that we did this, Chad and Abby were definitely on a show called Gun Shy. And you don't know Roscoe? You didn't watch gangster flicks from the 30s and 40s? Come on, grab the ride. You get your Roscoe. I mean, that's a thing. Come on.
What about Roscoe Pico
That's a
train?
completely different pistol of a whole different sort right there. But,
By the way, I've also got an email.
Still... Yes?
Yes, I've got an email. Actually, it just came in.
Please.
It says, hey, PRS and GRD crew, Hamish Linklater was not actually in Mad Men. He was in Midnight Mass, and you were thinking the crazy ones. Get your shit together. That's from Podcasting's Rich Sigfred. So Shell Rema also reminded us that he was in Midnight Mass. It was fantastic in those, but I was remembering the Crazy Ones. That was the show with Robin Williams and Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Mrs. Watson?
Thank you. nice. With Sarah Michelle Gellar. And he was great in it. So for him as Batman, when you see his face, you're like, what? But when you hear the voice, oh yeah.
I'm serious, man. He sounds like it's kind of weird since it's still early, but he sounds like a more, I don't have time for this kind of shit Batman.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so Kevin Conroy. It really is.
Yeah.
I like my Batman a little cranky.
There you go. Cranky. So if you've got something you'd like to share with us, including all the things Rich gets wrong, by all means, drop a note, won't you? Podcast at geekradiodaily.com. Or, of course, you can send a voicemail or text message to the magic numbers of
510 GRD crew.
It's just that simple. I'm sure you could get like a Google command to do it or something. I don't know what I'm talking about. Please forgive me.
Did you ever see a film at such a young age it left you traumatized with cinematic wounds? Necrophilia. It's a dead issue, man. Don't push it. Cinema Psyops is a weekly podcast documenting an ongoing experiment on the mind of an unwilling test subject.
No one should have to watch this movie.
Well, no one should have to watch this.
No one should have to watch this movie.
Surprisingly, it's not a topic that a lot of people really want to tackle.
I'm shocked, Prudes.
I know, really.
Right?
It's the next sexual frontier that no one wants to explore. Just because you're offended by something doesn't mean that you have the right to demand that it doesn't exist. Watching this film again, I had all of this like little nerd glee with everything that kept
Little
popping up.
history all popping up
Absolutely.
at you.
So I totally loved this film.
Hey, I know why you couldn't see that. It's because your brain's warped from watching this shit at 12 years old.
Yeah, this is a rough movie. I told you ahead of time when we were getting ready to do it that it was.
How did you watch this shit at 12?
Because physical wounds heal, cinematic ones don't. Listen to Cinema Psyops.
It's Friday night, and I swear the toilet was full of guacamole when I bought it. Come play Jackbox games with Geek Radio Daily, and maybe Flynn will ring the bell.
It's entirely possible. It's something that could happen. And yes, this Friday we will be playing Jackbox. So come join us, won't you? It'll be fun. It'll be weird, and that makes it all kinds of special, don't you think? I think so.
I'm not wearing any pants. Film at 11.
Geek News!
Look at the world from a geeky point of view.
There were a lot of surprises when Star Wars Outlaws was first announced. An open world game with a smuggler protagonist set during a really interesting period of the original trilogy. Potential sex robot? No one could have possibly expected that the announcement of a new big-budget Star Wars game could get overshadowed by the internet falling for a commando droid in a trench coat, least of all the team behind Outlaws. The former commando droid in the Clone Wars in Outlaws, ND5, becomes a close confidant of Kay Vess, the game's protagonist. Learned in the ways of the criminal underworld, ND5's protective but gruff persona in early footage, as well as the striking silhouette he cuts, his lithe battle droid frame complemented by a long flowing trench coat that made him an instant hit online. The word sexy or anything like it was never used in development, Jay Rincon, the actor behind ND5's, said of establishing the character. The artwork was brilliant. I was blown away when I first saw it, and obviously that helped lead and guide what we ultimately have come up with, but there's nothing sexy about sitting in the skin-tight suit with all the markers on, and that crazy fishnet. Not when you look at it from a certain point of view. But that fishnet apparently is what Rincon wore during motion capture sessions to replicate the flow of ND5's coat, and is now leaving Star Wars gamers gearing up to download the inevitable mods that allow them to do more than just impact on his surface. And by the way, ND5 ain't the first sexy droid in Star Wars. I mean, there was a reason why they called 3PO Goldenrod.
Wow.
Well, speaking of sexy and Batman, actress Halle Berry once portrayed the titular role in 2004's Catwoman.
What you did there?
The movie, a standalone interpretation of the iconic comic book character, was a box office flop at the time of its release. However, it received more appreciation in recent years, and now Halle Berry is celebrating Catwoman's 20th anniversary by posing topless with her own cats on Instagram. And there goes our audience rushing to Instagram.
That's going to be like 8 nipples.
Everybody remembers that outfit.
It's certainly a surprising way to celebrate the film's anniversary, and one that fans have been quite happy about, according to the post's comments. You don't say. Bally's own caption features quite a few sentimental feelings on the 2004 DC film, and of course her cats featured in the picture as well. Hallie writes, okay, look, I know I'm talking about cats, but that's
hey,
not
that's me.
cute.
That's me. Love me. Love me. It's me you're talking about.
Oh no, what is
He's like, take your shirt off.
Oh no, where's the website so I can make sure to not accidentally go there?
Don't get any ideas. I'll need all three of you to cover this.
You should know that the cats are playing defense in that picture, though.
Yes. Hallie writes, in Still Meow, it's been 20 years today since I had the honor of bringing this iconic character to life. She will always be close to my heart, and I will forever be Patience Phillips, aka Catwoman. All in all, it's quite nice getting to see Halle Berry embrace the role from Catwoman, especially since the film has received a cult following in recent years. In addition, Halle Berry And maybe we'll see some updates on a potential reappearance as Catwoman. Halle Berry has been vocal about reprising the role in the past, and with possibilities created by the recent multiverse trends in comic book movies, it is certainly a possibility.
Oh, so she's the
Will
one who's
she
calling
or will
for
she
it.
will
Okay.
not wear her shirt?
Well, that would be one way to get people.
Gosh, well, yeah, Persephone wanted in on that story like a lot there. Sorry, guys.
It's quite all right. And let's once again take a moment to give Halle Berry much credit for accepting her Razzie Award in person.
Yes. Yeah, you know what? I actually admire that quite a bit, and she looks damn good for a woman in her 50s. That is really, it's kind of disheartening for us other women in our 50s.
If you think that's crazy, you should see what Sean Young posted on her. I think she just went bottomless.
Dude. Sean Young picture, dude.
So you get to see, you know, kind of side boob and pussy in the Halle Berry picture.
Yeah, you know how difficult it is to have fun time while watching Monsters Ball? Oh.
Well, you could also watch the most gratuitous topless shot in history in Swordfish.
Oh yeah, no, I could have gone with Swordfish.
Swordfish crossover?
I could have gone with Swordfish, but I went with the comedy of Monsters Ball because you have to contend with Billy Bob Thornton
you have
in
to
there.
want to see that.
Wait, didn't Swordfish have huge?
Make me feel good.
He has monster balls. Okay.
Ew, I don't want to see Billy Bob Thornton's balls.
Make me feel good.
Well, Carol, I know you're doing a rewatch of Battlestar Galactica, so I have some bad news for you as my news story. There had been talks about it to, you know, make a reboot. Nobody asked for that, but anyway, it's no longer in the works at Peacock, whether they're just too busy with the Olympics or whatever. Sometimes you roll a hard six and they're not making the show. So, although the project was never formally ordered this year for the series, it's firmly on the shelf after years of development. So they were working on it, they were developing it, but according to Universal Content Productions, the studio overseeing the show, they'll attempt to shop it around to maybe other platforms. Bob Dylan has a plan for everything and everyone.
That's okay. We don't need it.
Oh, well, it was originally set to be a piece of a larger connected universe that's now left floating in space, much like the Battlestar Galactica. Announced in 2019, the series was pitched as a new story that takes inspiration from the original 2004 series. Wow, 2004. Mr. Robot showrunner Sam Esmail has since headed up the project as executive producer, and he's none too happy about all of that. So, in 2022, the series was said to be connected to a new Battlestar Galactica movie written by X-Men Simon Kinberg, although the status of that is unclear. It's also unclear who will remain attached to the series project should it survive with another buyer. While we wait to see how Battlestar Galactica franchise may continue in the future, just remember, all this happened before and it will happen again, just not on Peacock.
Well, Brack and fill the cart.
By the way, Billy, before you begin, we've got a phone call. Yeah, no. We're shutting down Battlestar, the new Battlestar. Yeah, no.
Yep,
no,
it's done.
I understand you've been working for the past 6 months cutting cutting the corners off of everything, so that way everything has kind of like a angled and zero corner. No, I know you haven't seen your kids in 6 months, but look, it's over. You still got paid. Deal with it, okay? Okay. Yeah. See you at home, Mom. I love you. All right, good.
God, how did I forget a cutting corners joke? Damn it. Roberto Aguirre Sacasa, who served as the showrunner on Riverdale, is apparently developing a new series based on the 90s tabloid character Batboy with One Piece producer Joe Trax. And here I was hoping for the human drama that would have been Devil and Leo Prosky. Based on the character who first appeared in the supermarket tabloid Weekly World News, Batboy will be a YA horror comedy. The character was previously featured on stage in the off-Broadway show Batboy the Musical, but that story is apparently not related to the new series. The series will run on
Not
Netflix.
canon.
No stars are attached yet, and that's a damn shame they waited this long to make it, because think about it. We could have had Gilbert Gottfried as Bat Dad.
Oh,
that is a missed opportunity. Bat Boy's first appearance was in 1992 on the cover of the Weekly World News, and the cryptid's popularity was so great, it became the unofficial mascot for the paper. Within the context of the stories, Bat Boy was always in the run for some shady government agents and would sometimes get caught only to escape and start over, because you think you have him, but like a bat out of hell, he'll be gone when the morning comes. In the coming-of-age series adaptation, the titular character is a teen named Bobby Bates, and with the help of his fellow teens, Charisma, and her weird sister Olive, he re-enters mainstream society after living in seclusion on the outskirts in the remnants of the long-dissipated carnival. When Bobby enrolls at Cypressville High, which is probably going to be the name of the show, he embarks on a journey of self-discovery while attempting to find his place among his new peers in society and trying to solve a mystery bubbling up from the Florida swamps, all while rocking his half-bat-like features, the sharp teeth, the pointy ears, and, of course, the small matter of his need for human blood, and, I'm sure, the relentless pursuit of Dr. Ron Dillon and Matthew Damon SOS. No, he doesn't need help. I mean the guy from Seeker of Obscure Supernaturals. At some point, hate cartoonist Peter Bagge started an Adventures of Bat-Boy strip at the Weekly World News. The strip would run both by Bagge and later by Daniel Costello until the paper ended, because Weekly World News ended, in 2007. Is this going to be an adaptation of that? Nah. No. Bat Boy. GRD! License the Theater Comedy 3.0 license. Come check us out on Facebook and on Twitter. Stop by the website at geekradiodaily.com. Join Patreon and hear all kinds of fun, wicked, wild stuff. Come see us this Friday as we play some Jackbox. Poker is this month, but we don't know when yet. We'll have to get the committee on that, and we'll figure it all out. And we'll be back when, kids?
In a week.
If today's the first.
15th.
15th. There you go. Yay!
1 plus 14
plus
is 14
is 15.
Now, is Terry going to prefer her Batboy Grumpy to?
Yeah.
Probably. Send us a note at podcast@geekradiodaily.com. Of course, the magic numbers of
510 GRD Krill.
We'll see what we do.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
Good night, suckers. I think we need better packaging. We need a better way to show off our product.
Anti-radar paint, turbocharged, JJ. Nobody can stop us now. Nobody.
What are you, some kind of nut? Who do you think you are?
Dun, dun, dun! I am Captain Chaos. And this is my faithful companion, Kato. Say hello.
Kato.
Oh. Been a cop long?
What the hell was that from?
Dude, that's Cannonball Run.
Oh, wow. It has been forever since I've seen it.
That's Dom DeLuise, sir.
I would, if I find it streaming somewhere, I will definitely watch it. I've been wanting to again for a while.
Look, Jamie Farr deserves your attention, and
Always.
so does Jackie Chan.
Wow, Jackie Chan was in Cannonball Run?
You remember the Asian drivers in the car? Jackie Chan is one of those guys.
I thought it looked familiar, but I didn't want to be racist.
Yeah, you knew him. Oh, boo. You knew him from Cannonball Run. Yeah, absolutely.
No shit.
Did anyone watch Riverdale?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
They could have just dropped Bat Boy into Riverdale. It would have fit in.
By the time it was over, the first season I loved. It was Twin Peaks Light, and I loved it. And then it just
went crazy.
Oh, it got insane. It got insane at the end. I mean, I didn't mind the weird Dungeons and Dragons thing. That was okay, fine, whatever. But yeah, no, the flash forward and then the let's go back in time. I'm like, oh my God, what is happening? But they did bring back Sabrina, so
that's true.
You gotta give them that.
Mm-hmm.
And Betty and Veronica were really hot. So there you go. Thank you.
Everybody was sexy.